Have you ever wondered what sets brilliant marketers apart from the rest? It's not just creativity or big budgets, it's actually the ability to test and refine strategies relentlessly. Today we're diving into a powerful method that actually could transform your marketing efforts, and it's called the head method. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, mastering this approach will actually give you a competitive edge. So, what exactly is the head method? Well, head stands for hypothesize, execute, analyze, and develop. And this systematic approach helps you test and optimize your marketing strategies effectively. And by following these 4 stages, you can make data-driven decisions, enhance your campaigns, and achieve remarkable results. So in this video, we'll break down each stage of the head method, provide you with those practical steps and those examples, and by the end, you'll have a clear roadmap to implement this in your own marketing efforts. So stay tuned for those tips, and you can start using those right away. But before we dive in, I want you to think about your own current marketing challenges. What are some of those strategies you're unsure about? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell icon as well so you won't miss any of the upcoming videos. So let's get started. So let's kick things off with the first stage of the head method, hypothesize. And this is where the magic begins. Hypothesizing is all about making educated guesses. It's the process of forming a clear, testable statement that predicts an outcome based on your marketing strategy. A strong hypothesis provides that direction, focus, and helps you understand what to aim for, to achieve, and help you plan to get there. Creating a solid hypothesis is crucial, and here's a really simple formula to follow. If a specific action happens, then expected result will happen because of rationale. So for example, if we increase our email marketing frequency from once a week to twice a week, then our open rates will improve by 20% because more frequent engagement keeps our audience interested. So when you're developing your hypothesis, you need to consider the following steps. Firstly, you need to identify the problem or the opportunity. What you're trying to solve or capitalize on. We need to then gather data and insights, look at your current metrics and marketing research to inform your hypothesis. Then we need to actually formulate the hypothesis. Use the formula to create a clear and concise statement. From there, we need to define our metrics, so determine how we will measure that success, what specific metrics will indicate whether or not that hypothesis was correct or not. And when we're looking at tools and techniques to gather the data and insights needed for your hypothesis, you need to leverage tools like Google Analytics, customer surveys, market research reports, and those resources can provide that really valuable information about your audience's behavior, about their preferences and pain points. So for example, Google Analytics can help you understand which pages on your website are performing well and which ones aren't. Customer surveys can give you direct feedback on what your audience likes or dislikes about your product or service, and combining these insights will help you actually craft a hypothesis that's both relevant and testable. An example of a hypothesis in action was a SaaS company that we were working with. We observed that trial users often didn't convert to paid plans. The agreed hypothesis was if we implement a guided onboarding process for new trial users, then their conversion rate from trial to paid will improve by 25%. Now, because users will then understand the product's value more quickly. Now, onto the second step in the head method. Okay, so the second stage of the head method, execute. And this stage is all about putting your hypothesis into action. It's where planning turns into practice and theory meets reality. Execution is crucial because without it, even the best hypothesis in the world remains just an idea. And proper execution ensures that your tests are carried out systematically, allowing you to gather the data needed to validate or refine your hypothesis. So before diving into execution, meticulous planning is essential. And here are some key steps to prepare. We need to set clear objectives. Define what you aim to achieve with your test. What are the specific outcomes that you're looking for? Again, we need to define those metrics. So identify the key performance indicators that will measure the success of your test. And these should align with the objectives you've set. Then we need to allocate resources. So determine what resources, whether that be time, time, budget, personnel that you'll need to execute the test effectively. Then we need to create a timeline, so develop a detailed timeline outlining each phase of the test. Make sure to include checkpoints to review progress and make any adjustments if necessary. So for example, if your hypothesis involves increasing email frequency, you might plan to send additional emails over a 4-week period and then track open and click-through rates and compare them to previous month's metrics. Executing your test effectively involves using the right techniques, and here are some popular methods for doing so. So the first one is A/B testing, and this involves comparing 2 versions of a web page, email, or other marketing material to see which one performs better. So for instance, you might test 2 different subject lines for an email to see which one gets more opens. Then there's split testing, similar to A/B testing, but actually involves more than 2 versions, and this can be useful for testing multiple variations of a marketing element like creative. Then we've got multivariate testing, and this technique tests multiple variations simultaneously to understand how different elements interact with one another. So for example, testing different combinations of headlines, images, and calls to action on a specific landing page. And again, there's tools and platforms that you can use for this. So several tools and platforms can assist you in executing your marketing tests. And here are a couple of examples. So there's Optimise, a robust platform for A/B and multivariate testing, and Optimise offers user-friendly features to create and run experiments without actually needing extensive technical knowledge. You've got VWO, which is Visual Website Optimizer, another really powerful tool for A/B testing and conversion optimization. VWO provides those insights into user behavior and testing performance. And then you've got Google Optimize, and it's integrated with Google Analytics, and Google Optimize allows you to run those A/B tests and personalize your website content based on visitor data. These tools not only simplify the execution process, but also provide some really valuable data and insights to help you analyze your results. So let's now look at how you can analyze these results with the third step of the HEAD method. So this is the third stage of the HEAD method, Analyze. This is all about diving into the data you've collected during execution. Analysis is critical because it helps you understand whether your hypothesis was correct and provides insights into how your marketing efforts are performing. A thorough analysis can reveal what works, what doesn't, and why, allowing you to actually make informed decisions for future strategies. So once your test is complete, the first step is to collect all of that relevant data. And depending on your test, this might include metrics like click-through rates, conversion rates, time on page, and user feedback. Pull all of that data from the tools and platforms you use during the execution phase. Ensure you have all the necessary metrics for a comprehensive analysis. Use spreadsheets or data visualization tools to organize your data in a clear and understandable format. And then it's about interpreting those results. So look for trends, patterns, and even anomalies in the data. Compare your results against your initial hypothesis to see if it even holds true. So for example, if you tested 2 different email subject lines, compare the open and click-through rates to determine which one performed better and why. Understanding which metrics matter most for your specific test is really crucial as well. So here are some key metrics or KPIs to consider. Conversion rate. Conversion rate measures the percentage of visitors who take a desired action, example, making a purchase or signing up for a newsletter. You've got click-through rate, CTR, and that indicates the effectiveness of your call to action by measuring the percentage of users who clicked on a link or button. We've got bounce rate, and that's the percentage of visitors who leave your site after viewing only one page. A really high bounce rate can indicate issues with your landing page or content, for instance. Then we've got engagement metrics, so that includes time on page, pages per session, and social shares, for instance. And these metrics help gauge how users interact with your content. You need to identify which of these KPIs are most relevant to your hypothesis and focus on those during the analysis phase. So there's some tools you can use for the analysis phase. Again, there's Google Analytics, a comprehensive tool that provides those detailed insights into website traffic and user behavior. It is essential for understanding how visitors interact with your site. Then you could use like Excel or a Google Sheet, useful for organizing and analyzing that data through charts, pivot tables and even statistical functions. Then you need data visualization tools. Tools like Tableau and Power BI can help you create visual representations of your data, making it really easy to identify those trends and insights. So an example of an effective analysis was with a B2B software company we worked with. We tested multiple landing page designs to improve lead generation. We used Google Analytics and another third-party analytics tool to track user interactions and a Google Sheet just to compare conversion rates across different designs. The analysis showed that a simpler design with a clear call to action actually resulted in a 30% increase in leads for them. So once you find something that works, your hypothesis has been proven, you've executed effectively, your analysis is showing promise, now it's time to perform the final stage of the head method, which is develop. So welcome to the final stage of the head method, develop. And this stage is where you take the insights gathered from your analysis and you use them to refine and improve your marketing strategies. Development is all about iteration and continuous improvement. And by leveraging the data you've analyzed, you can make informed decisions that drive better results and optimize your marketing efforts over time. So the first step in the development stage is to turn your insights into actionable steps. And here's how you can do that. So firstly, identify key insights, review the results from your analysis and identify the key takeaways. What worked well, what didn't. Then we need to brainstorm solutions. So based on these insights, brainstorm potential solutions and improvements. Consider what changes can be made to enhance the strategy. Next, you need to prioritize actions. So not all changes will have the same impact. So prioritize those actions based on their potential to improve the performance and ones that align with your business goals. So for example, if your analysis revealed that a specific email subject line had a significantly higher open rate, you might decide to use similar wording in future campaigns. So once you have your prioritized actions, it's time to create a detailed action plan. And here's a step-by-step guide on how to do that. Firstly, we need to set clear objectives, define what you aim to achieve with your new strategies. Ensure your objectives are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, otherwise known as SMART. Define your tasks and responsibilities, so break down each objective into actionable tasks, assign responsibilities to team members, and ensure everybody knows their role. Next, you need to develop a timeline, so create a timeline for implementing your new strategies. Include milestones, checkpoints to review that progress and make those adjustments as needed. Next, you need to allocate resources. So determine what resources, whether it be time, budget, tools, you'll need to execute your plan effectively. And implementation is just the beginning. To ensure your new strategies are effective, you'll need to monitor their performance and make those adjustments as necessary. And here's how. So start with regular reviews. Schedule regular reviews to assess the performance of your new strategies. Use the same metrics and KPIs you defined during the analysis stage. Adjust as needed. Be prepared to make those adjustments based on your findings. If something isn't working as expected, tweak your approach and test again. There's no harm in doing that. Then we've got continuous improvement. Adopt a mindset of continuous improvement. Keep testing, keep analyzing, keep developing those strategies to stay ahead of the competition. So for example, if you notice that your new email frequency is leading to higher open rates but lower click-through rates, you might adjust the content or timing of your emails to engage your audience better. So there you have it. And now it's your turn to put the head method into action. Think about the insights you've gained from your recent marketing tests. How can you turn these insights into actionable strategies? Share your plans in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you're working on and what's working and what's not. And have you ever successfully developed a new strategy based on test results? What was the outcome? Remember, development is an ongoing process. The more you test, the more you analyze, the more you develop, the better your marketing strategies will become. Keep pushing forward, stay curious, and continue to refine your approach. And again, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon so you won't miss any of our future content. And until next time, keep growing, and thanks.